I cannot tell. There is an advertisement.
Oh no. Well.
Oh, the hat.
I'm sorry, women. Oh my goodness. There's a specific reason that I picked this hat, which I will go into, in a moment. I have to post links real quick, but...
Links.
Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Oop, sure. Link. And then I can turn those off. And then I want the pop-out chat from Twitch because my chat's on the wrong side. And I need to be able to see it. Oh shit, what the fuck? What's with the hat? I just looked at chat. Hi.
Hi, Smoothie.
I'll explain the hat in a moment. Sorry, you have to give me a moment. I'm eating. Man. Humid heat. Ugh. Ooh, thunderstorms. I wish it would thunderstorm here, but I have a leak in my roof and that makes me sad.
Put a shingle on it.
I gotta get a ladder to get up there.
Ladders are scary.
Yeah, mobile Twitch isn't great. I only really use it to look at my own VODs, or like watch my own VODs while I'm at work. But to be fair, I don't need to do that. I have a VOD channel on YouTube. You also have to give me a moment. Huh?
You're boosting your own Twitch engagement.
True. You'll have to give me a moment to get a drink. I bought a 2-liter instead of a regular bottle of soda, so I'm gonna have to drink like a fucking animal.
What kind of soda do you have?
Ugh. Mug root beer.
No kidding, drink like an animal. What the heck?
I was chugging.
I could hear. I've got creamy coconut Dr. Pepper because my mom bought a 24-pack and Connor doesn't like it. And she is sick and someone needs to drink it.
Oh, lemon pepper French fries.
Ooh.
Ow!
You alright?
I hit my fucking elbow. They put the little pizza table in the middle of the pizza, and I tried to grab a slice, and it took 2 slices with it.
The table.
It's the table for action figures. This pizza box is making my legs hot. Oh my goodness. I hate when it's that humid, like, oh.
How humid is it? I can't see chat right now.
So humid you can see the haze in the streets. Street lights.
Ooh. No. That's evil heat. Evil humidity.
88%, oh my goodness.
Whoa. Mom gets these, like, dehumidifying bags every once in a while. You know, you hang up and then it, like, absorbs water and then all the water, like, drips out of the absorbing thing into a plastic bag under it.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Continue not knowing they're a thing, because I think they only work in, like, your neck of the woods, because up here, it's like dipping a sponge in a lake in an attempt to soak it up, basically. It does nothing for the actual humidity.
I don't like that my model moves when I chew. You can see me chewing.
You're having a munch.
That reminds me, you remember that idea that we had about, like, rigging my model so that if I look down, a phone pops up? I could not get that to work.
Aw.
For some reason, it was like, because, like, the way I was gonna do it is I was gonna have my model's arm come up and hold a phone in view, and for some reason the layering was fucked up and it would not have the arm in front of my face at all.
Ooh.
And even when I changed the layering to be like top layer, it still was behind everything. I don't know why.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It would have been funny. I hope y'all are prepared. When I'm done eating, I'm gonna have something to fucking say, and then my hat will make sense. I'll just preface it by saying I'm sorry for having straight man interests. Oh my goodness. Okay, give me a second to go put the pizza box up, and then I'll be back.
Okie dokie.
Stop dragging me! I got scared for a second because I could hear the music that's playing on stream. Which, oh shit.
You okay?
Yeah, I just got choked up really quick. I don't. My camera's having a hard time tracking me because the sun is shining directly on my face. And I'm getting washed out. Hold on, give me a second. Something's weird. Vanish. You have not missed anything. Ah, my hat! It's not... the face tracking's not working suddenly.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, why is my webcam sticky? I might need to restart my face tracker. What's with the mouth being twitchy? Huh, weird. Hold on. Huh. Always something. It's always something.
Gotta have the technical difficulties.
Hmm. Huh. Um, I'm leaned really far to the side again. It's like not wanting to detect when my mouth is open. That's cool. Huh. Hmm. I I don't know what the issue is. It's just one of those nights. That looks weird on my screen. Well, anyway. Ugh. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So I'm just gonna not fiddle with it and pretend everything's okay, and maybe as the sun goes down, it'll solve itself.
Hopefully.
I love all of the people like going out of their way to prove how absolutely broken the generative AI like text thing on Google is.
Did you see it telling people to eat fucking glue?
Yes, I saw that one. That one was good. There was one that just came up on my dash like an hour ago that was somebody asked, "Are there any gay characters in Star Wars?" And it generated basically an answer that was, "Yes, here's one who's named a slur."
Oh my gosh.
It was really funny though. Like I I made this joke. I made this joke to Joe and Jay that if George Lucas had actually named a character that, I probably would have let it slide because it's funny. To be fair though, I don't think he would have thought about it. That man named a genre Jizz, so
He's allowed.
ugh. I haven't drank out of a 2-liter in like years. I'm allowed to do that though, I live alone.
Well, you can do that if you live with people too.
Yeah, but usually I'm sharing.
Oh, that's fair.
Another one just came up on my dash that says it says that there are 3 major gay relationships in the Saw franchise. I don't think that's true. I have never watched Saw. I have no intention to. I like horror movies. Those particular movies are not for me. But I just based on like osmosis from friends who do like those movies, I don't think there are any gay characters in them.
I don't think so either.
Have you seen things about like people who watch the Saw movies because they say because they see people talking about like the gay relationships in it talking about like their ships or whatever, and they go and watch those movies thinking they're gonna be gay, and then they're shocked because they're horror movies?
I have never seen that.
Apparently that's like a really common thing that happens to people, is they hear some or they see some like vague fandomized like interpretation of a series that's actually like either it's a horror series, a really like heavy series, or a series that has a lot of like darker tones. And these people will go into it not knowing about that because they've only engaged with the like fandom content.
I feel like this can happen with like anything that has a fandom, actually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got into JoJo not knowing there were vampires, so but I've seen that happen with like Breaking Bad, where people see all these like funny fandom posts of like, Jesse, we gotta go to McDonald's, Jesse. And then like they go and watch the show and they're like, oh, this is a show about drugs. You know. It's I just see it happen more often with like things geared more towards like adult audiences. I do wonder though, like, if the sort of reverse has happened, where someone went into Bluey thinking it was way, 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 way deeper than it is. Don't get me wrong, Bluey handles mature topics in a way that children can understand. But it is still aimed at children. So, like, I just wonder if people see all these, like... Or, wait. Let me take a step back. I wonder if there are any furries who saw all of the, like, gay muscle art of the dad from Bluey and went to go watch it, not...
I'd believe it.
Like, that's... I would believe it, too. Oh,
Oh?
I almost forgot. Oh, I need to grab the picture. I'm gonna put this in the Discord. I got my little guy for Kill the Justice League.
Ooh.
My little guy? He's so funny looking. Joker really fucked his shit up.
I can't look quite yet. I'm gaming. And by gaming, I mean I'm gonna die.
What you playing?
Killing Floor. I'm trying to like loosen up my. Like when I get sick, all my joints just hurt for no reason. I'm trying to like loosen up my fingers so that I can join you on the drawing, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen.
Well, maybe it'd be a good thing to take some rest.
No, I hate resting. I want to make things.
Sometimes you have to rest before you can make things.
Fuck.
I keep looking at stream and seeing my hat.
He does look really good.
I like him a lot. He's a lot cuter than he actually is in the series. Ah, fuck.
Oh my gosh, that sucks. I'm playing as Berserker, who is a melee class. And the boss that spawned is the one that fires a long-range plasma beam, so I'm probably not going to live through this fight.
Huh. Man. Didn't I say previously that I didn't really care for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies? At least the two that I watched. Somehow, in the last week, my tune has completely changed. I did not rewatch them a second time to change my opinion. I just thought about them so hard that I was like, you know what, those were actually kind of good. I can see it. I still am not a fan of the weird tone shift between the first and the second one, being that they did try to make the second one a comedy compared to the first one, which was pretty grim. But I do think the second one was more fun. I think it would have worked if they had stuck to one theme for both, basically. So if the original had also been a comedy and the second one's a comedy, that would have been fine. If the original had been grim and the second one is also grim, that also would have been fine. I just think the weird tone shift when you're going straight from the first to the second is very jarring.
That's valid, I think.
I do also think I like Leatherface a lot. I don't usually like the killer in slasher movies. I'm not a big fan of slashers to begin with. Um, the only other instance of a slasher villain that I actually kind of liked was Chucky. Um, because Chucky is funny, at least. And like the Child's Play movies are kind of like comedic from the start. So like you go into that and you're like, "Oh, the killer's a funny guy. These are funny movies, you know. They're still slashers, but like they're funny horror, you know." You go into Texas Chainsaw Massacre and you're like, "This is not funny. This is not a funny movie." um but you go into the second one and it's like, this one's a funny movie, but the villain's not funny, but the villain is charming. And that therein lies the conundrum, that the villain is charming. I like Leatherface a lot. He's very charming in the second movie. I keep I I was talking to my sister about this earlier. I would probably never play Dead by Daylight because it's one of those games where unless I'm playing with a group of people I know, I won't have fun. Like I can't just play Left 4 Dead with strangers. I love Left 4 Dead. I cannot play it with strangers. I love Kill the Justice League.
That's fair.
Could never play it with strangers. So like, you know, Dead by Daylight is inherently like, if you don't have friends to play it with, you're gonna be playing with strangers. My understanding is that you can have like a solo match where you play as just the killer and have like bot survivors, but like that doesn't seem as fun. So I will probably never play Dead by Daylight. But I keep thinking about it because I'm like, well, Leatherface is in it. And I like him.
Dude,
I'm not gonna
not be tempted.
I'm not gonna buy a whole game just because one character I like is in it, though. One character I like who's not in the base game. You have to buy that.
Yep.
So I'd be paying extra. At that point, though, there is a Dead by Daylight-like game that is just the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I could buy instead, but it's almost double the price.
Video games these days.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, I do think about a lot of games and put them on my wish list because I saw one thing that I liked.
Same. Or at least I keep them in mind. I don't wish list a lot of stuff anymore. Which I think
I've been using my wish list to like. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I think my wish list is like broken anyway because it tells me that there's stuff on it when I only have like 3 things on it. It's like, it's got a like. The little number next to the wish list button is like bigger than what is actually on the list. So I think mine is just broken.
Could be. I use mine mostly to keep track of games that I'm interested in but are not out yet.
Ah, that's clever. Oh, that's too loud.
And then a lot of them come out and I never look at my wish list again. I did see one cool one earlier. Someone was showing clips from Frog Monster, I think it's called.
What's that about?
And that one is I don't know what it's about. I just saw a boss fight with a rat, and that was pretty cool. I think you're a frog with guns, and the graphics are very voxel-oriented, but pretty. And I was like, ooh. I'll keep my eyes on that. Especially because, like, the movement felt way cooler than, like, any boss I've seen in most games. Like, how would I describe this? There was kind of like a maze layout going on. And the rat would, like, jump along the tops of the walls, drop, like, a bomb at the player character, and then drop down into the maze and like chase for a bit before running off to get another bomb. And like when they ran off, they'd like climb the walls and then bound along the tops of them. And like I don't know, the movement felt very cool to me. I was like, I want to fight that.
It sounds cool. Fuck. Shit. Ah, fuck.
This year in general has been wild for like indie games, and like I can't play everything on account of not having money.
Right.
But like the good news is several games that I already have are like planned to exit early access at some point this year. Like Caves of Cud is supposed to get a full release sometime this year, and that's one that I'm really looking forward to. I wouldn't know where to begin describing that one though.
I was about to ask.
It's
Shit. Oh.
I'm thinking. I'm still thinking. Like, it's a sort of like futuristic, maybe post-apocalyptic. There's a theory that like the game takes place on the top of a decaying building, and everyone like you're playing as microorganisms. But I'm not sure about that one.
Huh.
It's a roguelike akin to, I guess the closest that I could like compare it to is Dwarf Fortress's Adventure Mode.
Oh, huh.
It's got very complex systems for like body parts and whatnot. Character progression centers around being a mutant and gaining mutations, or being a human that did not get mutated and upgrades through cybernetics instead. Mutations are very complex. You can get limbs, you can get limbs. There's a lot of limbs. A lot of things count as limbs, such as a head or your hand.
A head is a limb?
Yeah, head counts as a limb, and all of them give you additional like stuff. Like the best thing about having additional limbs is additional like equip regions. Another head means that you can wear another mask and another hat or a helmet. Also, game is just strange. You can like take a face. You can take someone's face, and then if you wear it, you get their charisma modifier on top of your own, which is interesting because there's an achievement for wearing your own face.
Oh, it would have been so easy to make a Texas Chainsaw Massacre joke just then.
Oh yeah, I was not thinking about that.
Leatherface
but
behavior.
like, there's the world itself is very strange. Like, you start in the Rust Flats, kinda, which, like, all the water in the world sucks, so the people grow water vines, which, like, you can eat them for hydration, because they, like, filter the bad shit out of the water. A lot of the world is just made out of, like, shitificated metal. There's There's mandrills. There's mandrills, and I hate
Oh.
them. And I need to bring that up
No.
because I know you like mandrills, but at the start of the game, like, the primary enemies in the area are mandrills, and they throw fucking rocks at you, and if you do not have a ranged weapon, they're going to stone you to death. But, on the flip side, if you're an Esper, you can recruit the mandrills, and have a small mandrill army right off the bat.
Oh, that rules. What the fuck am I doing? I had my 2-liter open in my lap and reached like I was gonna take the cap off.
The most dangerous enemy in the game is giant chrome pyramids. But they're also really cool because if you de-limb one of them, you can attach it to yourself, and the limb you get is usually some sort of gun.
Oh, that's cool.
Problem is, they're really, 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 really hard to kill on account of being a chrome pyramid. You can wake up a hibernating bear, and he'll try to kill you. He's a tough thing to fight. I'm just saying a bunch of random stuff at this point.
I'm entertained.
It's like, there's a story. I have trouble, like, organizing the thought.
Oop.
Because, like, one, it's not finished yet. The last time I played it was even less finished than it is now. Oh my gosh, the world's loudest bike just went by.
I didn't hear it.
That's good. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about the story. I don't know what the story is anymore. Other than go to the 7-day stilt, climb to the top, and then, like, fight someone. There are a decent amount of, like, quests and places to go to. There's lots to see, there's lots to do. Creating things is fun in that game. There's a decent, like... I'm not even sure I'd call it a crafting system, but the cooking system is interesting. I love making meals out of, like, silica scrapings and pebbles. For some reason, that's what a meal is in that game. And usually you get a stat bonus for it, so it's just fine.
I liked the way you said pebbles. It was funny.
I was trying to think of another ingredient and was like, what's the most recent thing I can remember making a meal out of? Because you can, like, scavenge your surroundings. And, like, you'll get things depending on where you are, and then some sort of, like... I think it's a bonus. I don't think you can get negatives from it, but... You know what? I have my browser open. I can look this up. I want to talk about the food. I want to talk about the cooking system.
While you're looking this up, okay, I'm done eating, so I'd like to bring up my little I'm sorry women moment.
Tell us why you're apologizing to the women.
So I would say my I don't know how to phrase this. My straight man interests include sexy anime girl figurines. And there just so happens to be a line of horror movie themed sexy anime women figurines. The horror Bishoujo line. And I was looking at them because they do have a Leatherface one. They actually have two Leatherface ones. And I was looking at them and I was like, you know, one of these is actually not that cute. Hold on, I'm gonna... I need to find out where my window capture is so I can... Nope, that's Spotify. Well, my Spotify just disappeared off the stream. That's cool.
Goodbye, Spoffy.
Oh, there it goes. I don't know what could be considered TOS, so I'm going to... You know what? Where's my stylus? Just gonna... Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. See? Yeah, that looks great. So, I'm looking at these figurines and I'm like, you know, I want one. I want one. And here's the thing. I'm looking at these two figurines. The second one is not as cute. The second one just isn't as cute. I'm sorry, but I don't like the second one that much. In terms of how cute it is, and also the like visual appeal, the second one is just not that cute. Oh well, no. You need to understand. The pose is pulled from the movie. That's from the end of the first movie where Leatherface is just fucking swinging the fucking chainsaw around. I like the first one better. I think the first one is more appealing, it's cuter, and also, if I'm gonna be nitpicky, the second one doesn't even, the second one doesn't even include the fly being down on the pants, like in the movie. Which would have been better. Just, I'm nitpicking, but like, in that scene Leatherface's fly is down the entire time, and it's very hard not to notice, so they could have at least included that if they wanted to go for the appeal.
See, I may be missing something here, but those faces do not look leathery.
Oh, wait. They do come with additional faces that are wearing the mask. They come with additional faces that include the mask. Which Ooh. This one is also cute. I don't think they did the other one's mask justice. Sorry for being opinionated about sexy anime girl figurines, but I have to have my moment. I do think this one is cuter, though. I like this one more. And I'm just gonna, like, I don't think that the second one's whole, like mid part of the shirt unbuttoned, revealing, like, titty and bra is, I don't think that's that appealing. It's not that appealing to me. I just don't think that that's very attractive. I like the oh, there's a word. Oh, fuck, I'm missing a word. It's like... Oh, I can't remember what the word is. Whatever, I'm fucking forgetting. Anyway, I don't like this second figurine. I don't think it's that good. But to be fair, okay, another complaint I have is the second figurine does not have, like... Listen, Leatherface is a big man. He's a big guy. That's a skinny woman. If you're going to make a sexy anime girl, at least don't make her skinny. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Oh, that's my I'm sorry women rant for falling for the male gaze. Yeah, they can, but they won't, and I don't know why. At least the first one looked like she wasn't super skinny. Like the way that they designed that one made her not look skinny. The second one though, she like all they did was do the tits and the thick thighs, and that's not that. No, 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 no! You put a belly on that woman right now. Ooh, piss me off. I paused my music for that. The only I don't own any sexy anime girl figurines, but I would love to. And I think that if I ever did end up with any, it would be the horror ones, because they have a Beetlejuice one too, and I love Beetlejuice. They have two Beetlejuice ones. They have the regular striped suit and the red, like, wedding suit. They're both good. But I like Leatherface more. I think if I were to buy one, they're all expensive, so that's not going to be an anytime soon kind of thing. But I would buy Leatherface first. Oh! I need to listen to something else. I have done nothing but think about those movies for the last week.
Hyperfixation.
Yeah. Which, like, it's so nuts that, like, I went from, like, on Monday I was like, yeah, I thought those movies were okay, to today I'm like, I liked those movies, actually. Now that I think about it, I liked those movies. I liked them for different reasons, though. I can tell you've been very angry about it. Your status on Discord it gives it away. What? Why is that song counted as spooky? One of the songs from the Howard the Duck, the soundtrack is like categorized by Spotify as spooky.
Maybe it's spooky.
Maybe. To be fair,
Maybe
it does.
users tagged it that way, similar to how they tag normal games as psychological horror.
Oh my goodness! That reminds me that, like, Steam has been trying to recommend me quote-unquote LGBT games because apparently Kill the Justice League is tagged as an LGBT game.
Well, Harley does have blue hair and pronouns.
That is true. She has blue hair and pronouns, and she's, like, canonically bisexual, so that's fair.
Actually, I can talk about that if you want me to go back to Caves of Cud for a bit.
Go ahead. I just needed to
that
get.
game,
I just needed to go through my rant.
All good. That game had controversy. Because, like, some YouTuber who is not Groovy, made a video, and like first they started the thing by being all like, this game rocks, you can do a lot of things, except I don't like this one thing. And the one thing was like calling a character in the game the lead dev's like self-insert. The character is named Q-Girl, and she has purple hair and pronouns, I guess, and that was a problem. And you can't kill her, you're just not allowed. And this led to like a huge hate campaign against the character and the person that made the game. And this is like the big thing that happened, but there's a lesser issue because there's a very clearly like fascist faction in the game, the Templars. And the developer is also like, you're not playing as those, I'm not writing a story where you play as those. And then people got upset, and this was like really early in development, this wasn't even like a recent.
Huh. Well, makes
So
sense. People
developer
would be mad
behind the
about
game, cool and awesome. But anyway, I found the cooking.
that. Oh?
Yeah, recipes are strange. They cause things to happen. I just found a massive recipe list. So we're gonna just talk about ingredients and recipes for a bit. What do you think congealed love and vine wafer sheafs do?
The word congealed makes me think... Ugh.
I can give you the description for that. Love was extracted from its injector, thickened in the acrid air, and bottled for culinary use.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that description.
No. It is red, though. The icon is red, so it's heart juice, don't worry.
That's... Nope. That doesn't...
Anyway, whenever you drink... if you eat that, whenever you drink fresh water, there's a 25% chance to beguile a creature as per beguiling at level 7 to 8. So you just make friends with something nearby that's a fairly low level.
I agree with Smithy that it sounds like an ingredient for a horny potion.
Okay, guess who's asexual brain that went straight over.
Whoa! Well, I didn't think that's what you were getting at with that, but that did sound like for a moment there I was like, congealed, like, love juice, like, oh.
Well, now I'm not sure, because this game strikes me as the kind of thing where the metaphysical love could be bottled, but also it could very much be the other thing.
But you said it's red, so now I'm like, wait a minute, so is it blood?
Maybe, that's what I'm thinking.
It was the fact that you said it was red that threw me off. I was like, wait, no, it can't be then.
Wait, this is cheap. It has a value of 4.
4? For what?
I need to go to the value page to see what that is. I think that's just credits. This game doesn't have credits, it's just like... You trade in water. You trade in drams of water. Oh yeah, a value of 4 is very small. So, 1 congealed love is worth 4 drams of water.
Huh.
Anyway. Next cool recipe.
Oh, I forgot to take my hat off.
Hi, Sly.
I'll leave it on, I guess.
Lava and convalescence. And convalescence is basically lava but cold. Like the opposite.
Huh.
That recipe lets you use pyrokinesis at level 1 and 2, and cryokinesis at level 1 and 2.
Is lava but cold not just a rock?
No.
No.
It's opposite. Convalescence is opposite lava. If you stand in it, you get colder and also heal 1 HP per turn. I told you this game is strange.
I love that description. For context, by the way, the reason I'm wearing this hat is because I did go on like a 5-minute rant about sexy anime girl figurines. I have fallen victim to the male gaze. Sorry for having straight man interests, but I like sexy anime girl figurines. Go on, read me another recipe.
Another recipe. Let's see here. You're making me specifically ignore the ones that have congealed love now.
Well, the fact that you said it's red makes me think it's not something like suggestive.
Love bone meal, glazed lag root. Bone meal, congealed love, and mashed lag.
Lag? Like the thing that happens to
Yeah.
computers?
No. Maybe? I need to figure out what a lag root is real quick.
Here's the Beetlejuice one that I like a lot. This... I'm looking at this outfit. This is a very Bella outfit now that I look at it. Hmm.
That is kind of a Bella outfit.
It's got like the coattails and all the... It's just not red anywhere.
Alright, a lag root is basically a potato.
Oh. Get your starches in.
Anyway, that meal gives you +2 armor value, +4 ego, and +4 willpower, making it really good for espers, actually.
I do agree Smithy could be grungier. But they won't... Listen, Leatherface could have been grungier too, but no, they gotta be like, ooh, pretty clean skin. Pretty woman. Can't have her have a little bit of dirt on her face, you know? Her nails perfectly manicured.
Could always just roll the figurine out in the yard for like a couple minutes.
Yeah, true.
Make your own dirt, personalize it.
I gotta become one of those people who does like customizations of figurines where I like repaint it, like people do with dolls. Doll customization.
You cut out. I did not hear like half of that.
I gotta become. I gotta become one of those people who does like doll customization, but for figurines.
Ooh, that could be cool.
That could be cool. Okay, this particular series of figurines, like, why did they make Chucky specifically? When, like, there is one for Tiffany, but why didn't they just make Tiffany? I'm so picky about, like, this stuff.
The details are important.
I will say, though, This particular figurine is really funny because she just looks like that. This isn't like, I mean, obviously she's like a doll in the movies, but like, it's not really embellished it to be like... The Pennywise one is cute. This... Okay, see, we were talking about Harley Quinn. This is what Harley Quinn should look like.
I like this one. This one's pretty good.
I can't put Pinhead on screen. Turning the horror girls into hot dudes would be funny. You know what? I hope they do. I absolutely cannot put Pinhead on screen. You know what? I'm just gonna say, like, I don't care for most of the classic horror movies. Most of them don't interest me. Or like, the ones that I've watched specifically are, like, I feel like a lot of them are very boring. I wasn't a fan of, Twisted Wonderland! I think Twisted Wonderland, they're not actually the same characters, they're just inspired by the characters. They're like, they're like different people, but they're obviously the same character, or something like that. Hold on. I don't engage with that, because I'm not interested, because it's all too, it's very much the anime gacha game based on a pre-existing franchise kind of thing, where they make all of the characters, like, they take away all of the appeal. But I very specifically got incredibly mad about Twisted Wonderland because the fucking Gaston looks like shit. What did they do to him? Oh. Oh, he's hairless!
That goes directly against the song.
Directly against the song. They waxed him! I know which one you're talking about, that's Hades, but I can't think of what he looks like off the top of my head. Is that supposed to be the Queen of Hearts? Hold on. The boots are good. I like the boots. Oop, this wiki is in Polish. Yes, this is the equivalent to the Queen of Hearts. What? Okay, so this is reminding me that there was something else that was like Disney Disney anime characters kind of thing. But like it wasn't like the characters but a little to the left. It was specifically like a group. Is it the sports one? It was like a group of characters who were each like lackeys of the villains or something like that, and they were portrayed as like anime characters. And the only reason I knew about it was because I used to have a mutual who was really, really, really into Frollo. I like Hunchback of Notre Dame. That movie is really good. I don't think you're supposed to like Frollo like that. Yeah. That would be the one. Oh, I forgot that the brand that did the... Oh, the brand that did the horror anime girl figurines also did Transformer Girls. I'm gonna be honest. Can we close all these, please? I'm gonna be honest, this Megatron is sad looking. Like, this design... Ugh. This design makes me feel sad. This could have been better. It's very, very plain.
Oh my gosh, Sly, you're right, that does look like a Metal Slug character.
I love how everyone always goes for the flight attendant comparison. This is actually supposed to be the Women's Air Force uniform, by the way. Which doesn't make any sense because Megatron is a gun, not a jet. But Decepticons can fly, Autobots can't. Hold on. What is wrong with her socks? They're like spats, but like long. What? Oh my goodness. Starscream should be in this uniform, honestly. That makes more sense. I'm pretty sure the Starscream one, though, has, like... I don't know, I'm gonna have to find these now. Because... It's funny because this brand also does, like, style-accurate action figures of, Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Like the show. Well, now I can't find the Starscream one. Yeah, they are all very much that. Oh, that's right! Starscream has like a purse that's shaped like the jet wings. Pretty clever, actually, if you ask me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, car hop.
Since when did car hops have wings? They don't have wings at my ANW.
Well, you're just not going to the cool one, I guess.
It's ANW. No root beer is cooler than that.
Oh my goodness, this image of the figurines together. Apparently they have interchangeable faces!
Oh my gosh.
I love when these figurines have like a... She looks like she stubbed her toe! Yeah, that's Starscream. Fuck. What? Shit. Okay, there we go. I love when they have these, like, posters of what the design looked like when they drew it out, compared to, like, the actual character, and it's so...
The tie-in clips translated as that fucking... The cockpit window is actually pretty good.
Okay, here's the funny part. That is, like, the most, like, commonly agreed on interpretation of that. Like, you know, Smithy was saying, like, 2012 era Gijinkas, like, that's something you would have actually found on, like, a DeviantArt humanization of Starscream back in the day. Like, the tie is so consistent, I'm actually surprised they did it for real. Like, I could probably go on DeviantArt and, like, if I searched by, like, stuff that came out between 2010 to 2012, that's what I would find. I'm sure I even did it back in the day. There are, by the way, Smithy, there are Optimus ones. There's an Optimus one, there's also a Bumblebee one. They have a Nemesis one? Hello? I didn't know they made one of Nemesis. What? I'm not getting any art done. Wow, that picture's teeny tiny.
Me neither. You turned me into Laos.
Talking about monster food?
I'm learning so much about ingredients in Caves of Cud right now. I'll tell you about them when we're finished with the Transformers, I think.
I will say, something clever about this Optimus is the trailer being translated to a little briefcase. I do like that. I think that's good.
That's big brain. Sly, this doesn't look anything like Tracer. What are you on about? This is way too overdesigned to be an Overwatch character.
Oh, I keep doing that. Uh-oh. Bumblebee's cute.
Disconnected sleeves are always an interesting choice to me.
Yeah, I do also like, though, that they're still connected to the top by these weird straps.
Yeah, most of the time there isn't. They're just kind of like hanging out. But like these ones are attached by a suspender of sorts.
It's funny.
This has all of the important parts of a sweater.
Shoulders not necessary. What is that? What is that?
What did you find?
This is not from the same brand? Hold on. I'm gonna close out all of these ones that I have opened. Taking up space
1 million tabs.
What is this? The absolute most boring design ever of making it to where the car parts are just like a shell that goes over the sexy lady robot.
This Bumblebee has weirdly Beetle-ish features, and I don't like that.
Weirdly Beetle-ish features is a very accurate way of describing that, and I don't like it.
Bumblebeetle.
Bumblebeetle. Oh, this looks... Transformers toy... This is obviously third party. This is not an official, like, figurine. This is some kind of third party, like... Yeah, I don't even know how to describe this, but, like... Transformers toys, even the first party Hasbro ones, have this issue where when they have, like, a girl-designed Transformer, they tend to do this thing where they won't give her actual car parts on any part of her body. They just make the car as like a shell that goes on her back and then wraps around her when she transforms. So she's not even like... Yeah, it has to be hourglass shape, so like she's not even really the vehicle. The vehicle is just attached to her. Every time. Like, they do this with RC, they do that with like, Chromia, they do that with, fuck, I'm forgetting. Like, they do it so often that I'm like, at this point I'm like, I'm not shocked anymore. It just looks bad. Ugh. Anyway. I think I've had enough of looking at these.
No more Transformers.
No more sexy anime girl figurines. I can't do it.
Do you want me to talk about video game food in that case?
Go ahead.
Alright, I've got one more recipe, which is made up of a drop of nectar, cloning draft, and neutron flux.
Neutron flux?
I'll get a description for this real quick. Neutron flux is an extremely volatile and rare liquid that can normally be found inside a file for sale. Drinking Neutron Flux does not return any message. And the description goes on to talk about how it will explode when you do pretty much anything to it with a force of 15,000, causing 10d10 plus 250 damage to any creature, items, or walls caught in the explosion.
10d10?
10d10 plus 250 flat.
So it's insta-kill. Everything.
There is an achievement for dying to it. And there are some things that it will not instantly kill, but like, health amounts in Caves of Cut are not usually very high. But anyway, guess what that recipe does.
Okay, repeat the recipe to me?
A drop of nectar, cloning draft, and neutron flux.
Did you say cloning draft?
Yeah. Like DRAUGHT type draft.
Drop of nectar. Well, I have no idea. I can't think what that could be at all. I don't know what I
Assuming this doesn't kill you, you get a 25% chance to gain +1 to all of your attributes. That's what the nectar does. Causes you to multiply 1 to 3 times, and get +1 armor value permanently, with a small chance of gravitational collapse.
A small chance.
Author's note, 75% chance you look like that one challenger on Iron Chef Japan who infused asparagus with the essence of about 20 homard lobsters and then just threw the lobsters away. Bonus 10% chance to kill yourself instantly, but if it works, you and 1 to 3 clones become permanently stronger.
Okay, so my initial thought was that it would be that it would clone. So I guess I was right, but wait, what person is that referring to who threw lobsters away?
I don't know,
Is that
I've
a
never
real
watched Iron
thing?
Chef Japan, but I have to assume so.
I'm curious now.
Let's see here. So going on to further things, there's no other good like recipes. Those are just extremely potent ones, I guess. But for individual ingredients, I found pickles. And the in-game description for these are just fantastic. Warted fruits are set as islands in an ocean of brine and jarred in a world of glass. They rot at salt's pace now. There's no reason for it to be that verbose. You're looking up the Lobster Man, aren't you?
I was, and I didn't get any information. I love how you could tell I was looking it up.
Your model was like looking down and off to the side, so I was like, you're on your phone.
I wasn't on my phone, I was actually looking it up on the other screen, but...
Oh.
Close enough, but I might not have looked up the right keywords. All I looked up was Iron Chef Japan lobster.
Today I learned a challenger chef in Iron Chef Japan used 30 high-grade lobsters, said to be worth over $1,000, just to add flavor to 6 sticks of asparagus.
Oh my goodness. 6 sticks of asparagus. 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 6
wild.
I think I would be mad.
I'm kind of mad. Well, I am mad. They threw the lobsters away, and that's just kind of like dumb. Don't do
At
that.
least eat them! I think I would give that guy credit if he did that to flavor the asparagus but still ate all of the lobster.
Yeah.
Because at least then it's like, one, they didn't go to waste, and two, credit to that guy for eating how many lobster? Like 30 is what it said?
30.
I could eat 30 lobster.
I could not. Anyway. Back to Caves of Cud. New wonderful ingredient. It's very close to asparagus. It's asphalt. I don't know why asphalt is an ingredient, but drinking asphalt returns the following message. It burns!
You drink it?
You can. Doing so does not influence hydration in any way, but will increase the imbiber's temperature by 500, and will deal 1d6 damage and 1d6 more damage for every 10% of the mixture that is asphalt. For example, 1 gram of pure asphalt will deal 11d6 damage. Tips. The temperature increase from drinking asphalt can be used if the player character has high HP, if about to freeze or are frozen from cold attacks. Molten wax is far safer, though not as effective.
Molten wax is safer than drinking asphalt?
Let me read up on the molten wax page real quick.
You keep throwing me off.
Drinking molten wax returns the following message. It's hot and disgusting. And technically it is safer than... It's safer... It's safer than asphalt, because it only raises the drinker's temperature by 100 degrees instead of 500.
Sure, that's awesome, only 100 degrees.
Furniture which has candles in it, like candelabras, will generate wax every 50 to 100 turns in the surrounding squares. That's kind of a fun way to get wax, I guess.
Is this a shoe charm?
What other liquids do we have here that I can look at? Actually, how unsafe is lava to drink? I'm curious now.
If it's not as unsafe as asphalt, I'm gonna cry.
Drinking lava returns the following message. It burns, except this time the text is red and in all caps. Consumption of any amount of lava will increase your temperature by 1000 degrees, dealing 1d100 damage. Drinking lava grants the On the Rocks achievement.
Oh my goodness.
Lava can be poured on someone to remove the frozen effect. However, this often results in upwards of 100 damage, so it's best used only as a last resort.
Once.
Primordial soup. Why is primordial soup here?
The way you said primordial the first time, I thought you said primorbial, and I was about to be like, okay, wait a minute. Morbius, please?
Oh yeah, blood's a liquid in this game.
Drinkable?
Drinking blood returns the following message. It has a metallic taste. Doing so does not influence hydration in any way. Factions that use blood as a water ritual liquid. Cannibals, Children of Mammon, and Glow Whites.
What is this website?
What website are you on?
Hold on. I'm trying to figure it out, because it's... I don't think this acronym means what I think it means. And so I'm confused.
Uh-oh.
Well, okay, let me ask you. When you hear the acronym RPF, what does that say to you?
I've always been bad with acronyms, but like... Okay, is this like a professional, like, company type acronym, or like a slang like AFK one?
This is a slang one. This is a fanfiction slang term. Smithy's got it.
Then I have no clue. No. Real people fanfiction? Okay, like the closest thing I could think of is like Railway Protection Force.
So I'm looking at a website that's about props and costuming. And I'm trying to figure out what does RPF mean in props and costuming. Because I saw the acronym first before I saw the website's like posts, and I got scared. Your reaction to the phrase "real people fanfiction" was like, have you never heard that term before?
No.
That's usually the term.
People, well, all right. I know people write fanfiction about real people, but like...
That's usually the term that's used
Strange.
for like, you know, Minecraft YouTubers and actors. But
Ooh.
I think it does also apply to like... I've never seen people criticize wrestling fanfiction for this, but I think that still applies. Wrestling and like any kind of sports fanfiction still fall under real people fanfiction. And I think they're weird. I really think they're weird. Yeah. Oh, hockey! I forgot about hockey, yeah. NASCAR, oh my goodness. Okay, I don't understand how you can write fanfic about NASCAR, because, like, they're dudes in cars going in like, a circle for like, hours. They never talk to each other. What's there to write about? I don't understand.
Stuff that happens off the track, like fistfights.
Is that common?
Maybe. I don't know. The only racing media I've properly seen is Turbo and Cars, I think.
I didn't know there was a NASCAR dude named Bowyer. I knew about the hockey dude named Gino, but... I didn't finish drawing my monkey, and I've just been looking at this drawing, and you know what?
You left him brainless.
Oh, oh no!
They balded him. You can drink ink? There's tattoo guns? Tattoo guns are a tool that can be used to recolor the player character's tile. I didn't know this game had cosmetics in it.
A little hair on the bottom? Like the monks who just have like the it's almost like a bowl cut but without the middle? Brother Primate. I don't know about that. No eyebrows either. How do I just save the canvas like this and post it with all this empty space? Oop, that's the wrong layer. Oh.
Oh, I forgot you can have an evil twin in this game.
An evil twin, like, do you just find out by chance, or?
You can take it as a... Not a perk at the beginning, but you can take it to gain more perk points. It's considered a mental defect.
A mental defect to have a twin?
Yeah, that sounds bad without context. For mutations, there are physical mutations and mental mutations, and then like the ones that are 100% a downside are like considered defects. So Evil Twin says, acting on some inscrutable impulse, a parallel version of yourself travels through space and time to destroy you. Each time you embark on a new location, there's a small chance your evil twin has tracked you there and attempts to kill you. And it really is just an NPC version of yourself, which is kind of bad, because it's a coin flip on who wins that fight.
More games should have that. That would be funny as like a mechanic in other games.
It's very funny. I believe your evil twin is considered a highly entropic being as well. So if you get, like, enough reputation with the faction, they are no longer an evil twin and become ambivalent towards you.
Huh. It's so over for me. I'm starting to get recommended blogs on Tumblr that post, like, pinups of slasher villains. Who is this? Who's this man? Never mind, that's Michael Myers.
Ooh, I should tell you who's in the Apes faction. I'm sure you'll love to hear about that.
Apes?
Yeah, apes are a faction, along with other animal ones being antelopes, arachnids, baboon. Why are baboons separate from apes?
Because baboons are not an ape. Baboons are a monkey.
Oh, that's fair. Bears, birds, cats, crabs,
Crabs?
dogs, equines. I'll pull open the crabs page to see what crabs there are. Fish, flowers, frogs, fungi, goat, folk, insects,
Fungi.
roots. I need to see who the roots are. Snapjaws, but those are basically just alligator jaws. Succulents. I'm learning so fucking much. Swine, tortoises, trees, unshelled reptiles, urchins, vines, winged mammals, and worms.
You know what I need to get?
Anyway, yeah, what do you need to get?
I need to get one of those programs that lets people, like, hit my model with a beach ball and actually bounce off.
Yeah, let us use channel points for that. Oh, I missed a 0. Whoops.
I really do need to, like, do something with channel points, because, like, I'm not quite, I haven't, like, figured that out yet. I also need to upload more emotes, and stuff, but...
Take your time.
Everybody highlighting their messages now, come on.
Anyway, the local apes are albino ape, cyclopean gibbon, ogre ape, mechanical ape cherub, dawning ape, ape cherub, and Oborokru, ape god. Can I interact with this ape?
Can I interact with this ape is a good sentence. Me at the zoo.
Actually, I want to learn about the cherubs real quick. What is an ape cherub?
Me at the zoo trying to get Winston to respond to me.
Gallium veins press against the underside of their crystalline fur and gleam warmly. Their body is perfect, and the whole of it is wet with amniotic slick. Could they have just now peeled themselves off an oily canvas? Were they cast into the material realm by a dreaming, dripping brain? Whatever the embryo, they are now the archetypal ape. It's all there in impeccable... Holy shit, these words! It's all there in impeccable simulacrum. The vast shoulders, the gentle countenance, the musing eyes. Perfection is realized. That's the only thing on this page, just the description.
Huh.
Oh, never mind. It weighs 201 pounds, apparently. Level 40 Psychic Ape.
Psychic ape. Level 40 Psychic ape. Level 40 Psychic Ape as a phrase makes me think of that picture of the guy, like, pointing at his temple and saying, I can imagine anything, but, like a gorilla.
Grodd.
True!
Wait a minute, I know this ape god. He killed me once.
Oh my goodness.
If the player performs the water ritual with the ape god and has sufficient reputation with apes, he can teach them the conch skill.
This is
The player can also trade secrets with him and recruit him as a companion in this way.
not a good.
What is the conch skill?
What is conch skill, dude? Is that like bonking people?
I'm looking it up. You make an attack with a cudgel at an adjacent opponent. If you hit, you automatically daze your opponent. If your opponent is already stunned, you instead knock them unconscious for 30 to 40 rounds. That actually seems pretty good. And there's only there's only one other character that has Kong. What the fuck is this?
Isn't a cudgel the thing that the Monkey King has?
Cudgel is like a word for any blunt weapon. Like, the ape god has 6 fists, and those count as cudgels.
Huh. Shit. 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 Shit.
The only other guy that has the conch skill is some random Kaleidio Slug rancher. Why?
What was that?
Baboons do not have a god. What was what?
My phone went off, but there's nothing on it. Like, there's no notifications. It just went off for some reason. That was weird.
Taking the thick fur mutation at this, or starting in the hills will grant neutral reputation with baboons, removing a common and dangerous early game threat to the beginning player. Crabs. Crab's dialogue. All crabs say raucous croaking, and your only like dialogue reply is farewell scuttle friend. And I kinda love that. Ooh, this one's good, the rustation. Because the world is all rusty. I can't wait for 1.0 to be out for this game. I'm gonna play it too much.
It sounds funny, honestly. It sounds really funny.
It's very strange and hard to like wrap my head around, but silly things do happen often. I think Joe was telling me about a player he made for it, and the character he made was a literal 6-shooter. He made a guy with like an an exoskeleton, kind of like a bug, and 6 arms, and just carried 6 revolvers on him at all times.
Oh, that rules.
The only problem is actually getting to that point.
Sorry, I'm not drawing because I'm messing with something.
Like, there are love injectors. This is where the love essence comes from, or whatever. You feel unusually amorous for about half a day, during which time you'll fall in love with the first thing you look at. If you inject someone else, they'll fall in love with you and follow you around for 3,000 to 3,600 turns. There's a 1% failure rate for every level higher they are than you.
Oh, I forgot I put that on this screen. I'm testing something with my model, which is why I'm not on the screen right now.
Model counts as art. It's still an art stream.
Right, but I'm not showing what I'm doing currently. I will in a second, if this works. Which, if it does, this is gonna be really fucking funny.
You know, I'm gonna go through the achievements and tell you some of those bizarre things that you can do. Become as gods, bestow life to 20 inanimate objects. Inanimate objects can be animated through the application of Spray-A-Brain or a Nano Neuro Animator. I don't think I've ever brought things to life. How does this work? Once animated, the object remains independent and will not consider the creature that brought them to life to be their party leader. To recruit the animated object as a follower requires additional effort, such as through beguiling. Animated objects have a 25% chance to be the non-specific gender and a 75% chance to be a random non-plural gender.
Huh.
Yeah, this game has, like, good gender depth, I guess. There's neuter, it's non-specific, they, them. Male, he, him, female, she, her. Plural, plural, they, them. Collective, plural, they, them. Uh, Male, they, them, female, they, them. Why are there so many? There was not this many before. Yo, neopronouns, Elversons with am ear?
Ooh.
Who you who uses these? Base gender for Mopongos. And Vivira is a character of note that uses these. Vivira is a unique chain laser emplacement.
Huh?
Sentient laser cannon. 3 steel barrels fit together into an arc-edged triangle of luminous ritualism. They sit on a servo-articulated base mount. Above, a pair of separately articulated cameras swivel with somewhat more life than one might typically expect from an automated weapon. This rocks. You know what? If I was a sentient cannon, I'd have neuropronouns too.
Honestly, true.
That's awesome. There is an option in the code which allows newly animated objects to generate an entirely new neogender and neopronouns, but it is currently disabled. I
Huh.
hope that's turned on for version 1.0. Every time I look into this game, it's only gotten cooler and cooler. What other achievements do we have here?
Everything's loading back in. Uh-oh. I set a new feature on this model. I'm probably gonna forget about it until I rewatch the VOD later. Um, but I do want to test it out really quick to make sure that it even looks right on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. My Spotify's not showing up on screen anymore. There it goes. Oh shit.
It was loud.
Get really too close to the camera. I gotta get real close. I'm sniffing you. That's good. That's funny. I'm gonna totally forget about that until like rewatching the VOD later, and there will absolutely be a moment where I lean too close to the camera because I'm reaching for something and it does that. Oh my goodness, the Bambi 2 copy pasta.
There's an achievement to foresee your own death, because
Huh?
precognition is a mechanic in this game. So if you use an ability, if you have like the precognition mutation, or use a item that lets you like do precognition for a bit, you get an associated amount of precognition turns where you can act out, and when the like status ends, you can either accept the results or go back to when you first used precognition, and you can die during that time, which counts as foreseeing your own death.
Huh.
It's really cool. I'm not sure something like that would work in any game that isn't turn-based like this, but it's really cool. I like that. Eat an entire bear. Kill a bear and eat
Huh?
it. Just eat an entire bear. Why is that an achievement?
Because a bear is a lot of meat.
Kill a bear and eat its corpse raw by picking up the bear corpse, waiting until you are famished or hungrier and choosing to eat it. Pro tip, players with the carnivorous mutation do not need to wait until they are famished. What are bear stats even looking like?
um. Ow, Puff, ow.
Ew! Gross. Gross achievement. Host 3 different fungal infections at once.
Oh no!
This game does have a very Morrowind thing going on with mushrooms. So it makes sense.
Hmm.
Goat Simulator. Project your mind into a goat's body. Yeah, that's another thing you can do in this game. If you take the mental mutation dominate, you can just like be a different thing.
Ow, Puff.
And this can last indefinitely. You can just play the game as someone else. There's an achievement for winking out of existence, which is dying to any method of instant death.
Hmm.
Oh no, only 2 of them.
Puff, ow. Puff, ow! Ooh. She keeps scratching me up with her back claws.
Poppy does that, but with her front claws. There's 2 ways to get this achievement, and one of them is be a temporary force field, such as from a stasis grenade, force bubble, or force wall, and either run out of duration of the effect that spawned you or disconnect yourself from an originating source projector.
Eee! Spider on the wall.
Put him outside.
I don't have anything to... I'm not gonna mess with the spider. The spider could stay there. It's not my business.
Is this weapon a stop sign, and there's achievement for getting it? It is a stop sign! It's described as rust stripes this ageless, flat-faced buckler. Paint on its face is the coat of arms of an archaic house, a white runic script on a field of crimson.
Ooh, I don't know where the spider just went. Oh, I'll be sitting on my legs for the rest of the stream.
Should have put the spider outside.
I didn't have anything to grab it with.
That's fair. Leapfrog. Convince a frog to teach you how to jump. These are very specific achievements.
Wah.
Love at first sign. Fall in love with a sign. Inject yourself with a love injector and look at a sign. Mouse control is required for this achievement, as looking through keyboard commands means the cursor will always start centered on yourself, making you fall in love with yourself before you have a chance to look at a sign. Although follow-up achievement, love thyself, fall in love with yourself.
That's good. That's a good one.
Are you drawing the Leatherface character?
Hold on. Not just him. I like Leatherface, by the way. I've been wanting to draw him all day, but
Duplication. They he had the cloning trapped.
I don't remember what a fucking chainsaw looks like, and I am way too lazy to like Google it. So I'm just gonna yeah, we'll assume that's correct.
Simplification is an artist's best friend.
Yeah, but now.
That looks pretty solid. What else have we got here? Me, myself, and I share a map with 10 clones of yourself. And a bigger version, share a map with 30 clones of yourself.
I'm drawing something very specific that I think is going to be a little funny.
Non-locally sourced. Cook a meal with an extra-dimensional limb as an ingredient. There's an achievement for becoming loved by newly sentient beings. Kilochrome Pyramid.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
The laws of physics are mere suggestions, Volume 1 violate the Pauli exclusion principle?
The huh? What principle is that?
In quantum mechanics, the Pauli exclusion principle states that two or more identical particles with half-integer spins cannot simultaneously occupy the same quantum state within a system that obeys the laws of quantum mechanics. Wait, this just means if you phase back into reality, if you like phase into, like teleport into a wall. Which I think also kills you instantly. Welcome
There.
back, Smithy. We're drawing flirting versus harassment, I think.
I mean, there was that incredibly, incredibly horny scene in the second Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. I've drank enough of my 2 liter that I no longer drink like an animal, so.
Congratulations on turning it into a 1 liter.
You know, I used to buy 1 liter soda bottles to drink at work, and one time I brought one in and I set it on like the break area table because that's where I always leave my drink because I can't take it to like my workstation in the back. Um, and like I was I went to go get a drink and my boss walked in and he goes, "That's a huge fucking soda."
When I still had, um, when I was still like in college and we had game club, sometimes Jake would like take me to the gas station and we get like, snacky stuff for the rest of the day for game club and whatnot. And my drink of choice would be just a gallon of water because they just sold them at the gas station. And I was like, you know what, this will get me through the entire afternoon and evening, so why not? Plus, it's water, so it cost as much as like one of the normal sodas. And I was like, yay, water.
Water's better for you than soda as well.
True.
Awesome perk. Oop. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't tear up the label on my soda. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah.
There's an achievement for getting transmuted into a gemstone. How does this happen? Cherubim belonging to the caste of Jeweled Cherubim have the innate ability to transmute creatures into gems with their attacks. This chance is 5%.
5%, but not 0.
5% chance. 5% is not 0, no. Cherubim going around like, I'll instantly kill you by turning you into a rock.
uh, what the fuck was that sound that I just made?
Very strange, that's what it was.
I was just
Yo, they
trying.
made this an achievement! Oh, sorry.
I was just trying to hum, but I didn't. It did not come out like a hum.
They made an achievement called Red Rock Hazing Ritual. Be stoned to death by a baboon on the surface of Red Rock.
Stoned to death by a baboon. May I curse you all with a little bit of information
Yes,
about
please.
comic books? I'm gonna draw something. Hold on. I don't want to show y'all the actual image because I don't like it, but I will draw an approximation of this image. So you have pig, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have you have pig, right? There is uh there's a comic in which, oh, I don't know that I can even draw this pose. So he's like posed. He's like posed because he's doing something. And he's like I am
Oh
not
no.
joking about this.
No, 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 no. But why?
And he's like
Percy, why?
I don't know, I didn't write the comic. Yes, he has the ass, and that's the worst part. I didn't write this. You're asking me why like I wrote it.
Well, I assume you read the comic if you've seen this.
He's
And,
like
know how to draw it.
And he's got like an arm up like this, and he's got like his drill over his shoulder like this. And he's like he's like dancing around, and he's like telling a weird story while he does it. He does have the ass. That's the problem. We'll just put that over there and we'll turn that to like 10%.
The worst part about this is I can absolutely see it, like, working with the personality of the one in the cartoon you showed me. Like, he'd do that, right?
You're right, one, but two, the fact that you can imagine it based on the one in the cartoon who is vastly different is a testimony to the kind of fucking character he is. I mean, yes, I did read this comic. And I don't even understand why he starts doing that in context. Because like his whole deal is like, like turning people into basically like living dolls who he thinks are like the perfect humans or whatever. And like he's like a horrible like butcher about it. But like there's in this particular scene, and I need to emphasize this is his introductory comic. This is part of his introduction as a character. He has captured his latest victims or whatever, and but hasn't started working on them yet. He's like, ugh, I can't work without music. And then he like saunters over to his little pink iPod that he has on its little speaker dock, and he goes, I need hot sexy disco music, and starts fucking like dancing around. And he's like I can't work under these conditions. Oh, it's not a drill, it's a saw. I just looked. Oh my goodness. He's a fucked up evil character, but sometimes they make him do shit like that, and I'm like, why? Why are you doing this? He like he perfectly fills a certain niche for like a horror slasher villain that I enjoy. But when they do things like that, it's testing my patience.
Mhm.
Anyway, what other good achievements have you come across?
There's no more achievements, now I'm reading random things.
Oh,
Salt counts as a liquid, by the way.
what? Asphalt counts as a
Drinking
liquid.
salt will increase thirst by negative negative 100,000 for each gram of salt consumed.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
For example, if 1 gram of brackish water is consumed, which is 50-50 salt and water, it will replenish 5,000 first, but lose negative 50,000 thirst from the salt.
Oh, when you were in high school, did kids ever have like pickle salt or lime salt or whatever that they would just eat?
I feel like yes, I feel like I remember this.
I was one of those kids, and it was, looking back on it, it was like suffering. I don't know why we all purposely did that to ourselves.
I don't know, considering I never did that.
I can
Maybe that was just like a kid's thing, because I remember one kid having like popcorn seasoning that they would just put on things or just have.
I also did that because I really liked the cheddar cheese popcorn seasoning.
Kids love putting powders on things.
Kids crave the powders. They crave the
Jay, do
dust
you
from the
crave the
mines.
powders?
Jay's here. Hi.
Hi, Jay. Jay, if you're talking, nothing's coming through.
Jay. Hey, Jay. Where are you?
Here we go.
Hi, Jay.
Hi.
Hi.
That was
You-
a devious hello.
I've been in a mood all night.
Yeah.
Early into the stream, I had a 5-minute rant about like sexy anime girl figurines, and then now I just had my talk about that one image of Professor Pig. You know the one.
Do I know the one? I think I do.
You know the one.
Maybe.
It's in our DMs, and you had to cover it up with something.
Oh. I didn't have to cover it up. You were just like, I'm tired of this being the last image in our DMs.
That's not what I said. I said I don't like that this is the last image in our DMs.
Oh, it's the one of him throwing it back.
Aw, Sims mods rule. I want to play Sims sometime.
Do it.
Some of the mods that I got don't work.
Hmm?
Some of the mods I got don't work.
Oh, that sucks.
And I don't know why. I did everything right. You know what gets me like pissed off though is like Sims 4 went out of its way to like degender everything, and people still insist on like making gendered clothing for certain Sims. Your Sim can't wear a harness if they're a man. Well, sorry, my Sim has a masculine
who?
frame.
Losers.
I thought men are always wearing harnesses out there, though.
They should be.
Granted, I only see like art and cartoon characters, I guess, but like that's what I think of.
They should be. Well, and here's the thing. Like, what especially sucks about it is when you have, like, the Sims clothing, and it's, like, for a certain gender, and your Sim is that gender, but you gave them the, like, you gave them a different build from that gender, blah blah blah. Like, if you have a male Sim that has the feminine build, they still can't wear the male clothes because they're strictly masculine build. And I don't like that. It feels so, like, it's just a very clear indication to me that the people who make these Sims clothing mods are probably not transgender or gender non-conforming. They're incredibly binary, and I don't like it. I need to listen to something else. The Oingo Boingo is making me feel strange. Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna try and draw something from memory. See if I remember how to do this.
I'm looking at instant death methods now, and I like the phrasing of lose your last remaining head to decapitation. What's the maximum number of heads I can have? Yo, is that Milkman?
It is. Trying to draw him from memory.
I got a glimpse of him before an ad showed up.
Aww.
No aw, this is how you get money.
It is how I get money. The fucking G-men. I do not remember what these things look like. I just know they're like secret agent-esque.
Oh, I forgot this is a way you can die, and they show it in the advertising trailer. So, you can die by dominating a door, putting your mind in the door. Yeah, you put your mind in the door and then you slam yourself. Because slamming does massive damage to walls, and a closed door counts as a wall.
Oh my goodness! If I was a door and I died because I got slammed, I'd be so fucking embarrassed.
Be a magmatic sludge and drop below flaming temperature. Be a giant centipede nest and collapse due to spawning the maximum number of giant centipedes.
Huh? What's the max number of centipedes?
I'm gonna find out. A giant centipede nest spawns 1 to 3 giant centipedes every 15 to 20 turns. After a nest has spawned a total of 30 centipedes, it will collapse and destroy itself. And that kills you if you're dominating it at the time.
Hey Jay,
Hmm.
you looking at the stream?
Yeah. No. Hang on.
Lying to me!
Lying to you?
Cause you said yeah, and then you were like, no, hold on.
No, I said, All I heard was Jay, and I said, and then you said, are you looking at the stream? And I said, no.
You said yeah! Wait a minute, you said yeah! You said yeah when I asked
Well, I
if you're
said,
looking...
and then I thought you couldn't hear me, and I said, yeah.
You said yeah after I asked the question, though.
Well, I didn't hear you ask the question the first time. Your audio's kind of cutting out for me.
I only asked it once.
I don't know, dude. Anyway, now I'm watching the stream.
Check this out. I'm really close.
Really close to what?
The viewer?
Oh, now I see it. Okay.
Took a minute. Oh, I didn't give him eyebrows.
Okay. He doesn't need them.
No, I think he needs them to look suspicious. I put them on the wrong layer. Whatever.
Hi, Bobby. Hi. I brought him home wet cat food today, so he's really happy.
I don't know why I thought you were going to end the sentence at wet cat.
I brought him home a wet cat today.
How do you respond to that?
I think he would be mad.
Because the cat is wet or because it's another cat?
Well, yeah, probably because it's another cat. He's only ever lived with other cats while we were staying with my parents, and he was not the biggest fan. Because he'd never been around them before. But also he was in a completely new environment, so I don't know how much of that was him being, like, overwhelmed. Because they have, like, they have 6 cats now.
That's a lot of kitties.
At the time they had 4, and then they had the outside one that they would let in to feed. But now that one is inside more than he's outside, and there's another outside cat now. They should just move out into the country and start an animal sanctuary at this point.
Is it legal for them to have kangaroos?
I don't know. Probably not in the town we live in.
Well, if they move out in the country and start an animal sanctuary.
Probably. I don't know.
Because you can do that here!
Yeah.
Fun fact for you, Lear, you can have a kangaroo farm here in Texas.
Are there kangaroo farms in Texas?
Yes!
Mm-hmm.
But why?
I don't know.
Close enough to Australia, I guess.
Bro, that is a whole hemisphere away, actually. That is nowhere
I
near
meant, like-
Australia.
I meant, like, Texas is the closest thing we've got to Australia.
Oh, like the environment, okay.
Yeah, like temperature-wise.
I can't wait until the day that kangaroos become an invasive US species.
They'd probably be isolated to, like, states that have deserts in them.
Who knows? They might make their way to other places like, I don't know, Florida.
Florida would be an
Oh my
interesting place to
gosh.
find
Yeah,
a kangaroo.
Well, like, I've seen Australians fucking get in fist fighting matches with kangaroos already, so one showing up in Florida would absolutely have the same result.
Oh
Flor-
yeah.
Florida man punched by...
Floridians will just like fight alligators.
I should do like chibi commissions or something.
Make that art and that money.
Actually, before I start doing anything like that, I should try and focus on making like pins like I want. Pins and charms.
Ooh,
Cuz
that sounds cool.
That's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I found a manufacturer so I might give it a shot making pins and charms and maybe stickers. I was gonna test it out with because the manufacturer I found lets you get like small quantities of pins as like a test. So I was gonna get like I was gonna see about testing out like just to see the quality of it, doing a test of like a pin of one of my OCs. But the thing is, the minimum quantity is 3, so I was like, okay, I gotta figure out who wants a pin of my OC.
I would get a pin of your OC.
Me too. I'm sure Joe would like one as well.
Everybody gets a pin! Minimum order 50! Everyone gets one! No. I just have to decide what I would want to make
Like the
pins
time-
of.
That's like the time Tyler ordered all those potato pins.
Not pin like pin you write with.
No, they were pins, like PIN.
Were they? I thought they were pins like the ones you write. I thought the ones that Tyler had were the ones you write with.
Well, I was in call with him and Joe and Rudy one night, I think, when
I was also in that
he was
call.
gonna order 50 potato pins.
I was
well,
also
they
in
were
that
pins
call.
because they were like on the Idaho website.
I thought they were writing pins though.
No, they were like pinned on your shirt pins. Quick, Joe, what kind of pins were they?
Joe's not here.
Joe! Joe!
Why was Tyler gonna order so many?
Because it was funny.
Weren't they like free or something at that time?
Yeah. Well, because they're free for, like, if you send them to an Idaho residence.
Oh.
You can order free pins every year.
Oh, wait, wasn't Tyler talking about sending one to like his mom too, so he could get like double the amount?
Yeah, he was gonna get like 100 of them.
What would you do with 100 of them?
Who knows, man? Whatever he wants. Whatever his potato pin owning heart desires.
I think it would be cute to make, like, rabid charms.
Rabbit charms could be cool.
If I did that, I would include the Mario and Rabbids cast, but also like Rabbids from the Rabbids games. So like Clark and Professor Bronco.
I saw the most, like, specifically targeted meme that should have been, like, given to you and not me. But Twitter, like, refreshed while I was looking at it, so I didn't get to
Aw.
actually send it to you. But it was, like, a Wojak Rabbid, where, like, crying under the smiling mask, you know? And I believe this is in reference to the show, but, like, on the top, there's, like, a scientist on the other side, a scientist Chad, I guess, and she's like, "You are stupid." And then in the bottom, there's a kid Chad that's like, "I will teach you, my son."
Wait a minute.
And I
hold
swear
on.
that's in context with an episode.
I'm gonna do a quick search because I think I know who made that.
Oh my goodness, I made so many Hunger Games posts today and my notes are just destroyed because for some reason the Hunger Games is trending.
For some reason.
Do you think I made the Hunger Games tag trend?
Yeah,
That
you're the
was,
most
that's
popular
not
poster
what I.
in the Hunger Games fandom.
That is not what I meant. But you say for
Hunger
some
Games
reason
is number
as
2 on Tumblr trending.
you say for some reason as if a movie didn't come out fairly recently.
Well, yeah, but that was like November is when that movie came out. I don't know why it's trending today. Nobody in the tag knows why it's trending today. The second most recent post in the tag, though, is just all caps, hashtag #catpee.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
No.
Well, alright, well, okay. I guess I'm not gonna be right back.
Go do your thing, whatever you were gonna do.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
Been listening to the Hunger Games audiobooks again and just like throughout the day making posts, and I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. I never expect people to enjoy the posts I make, and then they just like take off and I'm like, great. Thanks. I appreciate the appreciation, I guess, but RIP to my notes.
Oh.
Man. Red versus blue on my dash. Making me want to watch it again. I can't have this many hyperfixations in my brain at the same time.
Cannot find this meme. I thought I knew who made it, but just by the description of, like... Anyway. Ah! I need to listen to something else.
I came back in and heard "ah" from across the room. Sniffle, sniffle.
I've been sniffling all day.
Oh.
You know,
Fuck, I'm gonna have to watch Red versus Blue again. Damn it. Okay, sorry.
What?
you know, if Phantom hadn't been voiced by an actual opera singer in Mario and Rabbids, I think Tim Curry could have voiced him.
Maybe.
I think he would have been really awesome voiced by Tim Curry, but I like the voice he got because, like, that voice actor's actually an opera singer. And it feels fitting. Actually an opera singer and drag queen, mind you.
Are you making that rabbit in the pig pose?
No!
I had to ask because something about, like, the line below it gives me the over-the-shoulder. Like,
Not what I was intending, no!
there we go, it's better now, it's better now.
Don't tempt me, I will draw it.
Oh, did your check something go alright? Did you find the person that made that meme?
I did not. I thought I knew who made it, but apparently not.
If I ever see it again in the wild, I'll send it to you.
Bobby, you're eating so loud. Oh my goodness.
Hungry.
He's in the next room over and I can hear him licking his food.
I can imagine anything.
That's kind of the thing with the imagination.
Is it now?
Mm-hmm. I watched a video. This is unrelated to anything. I watched a video of somebody playing The Long Drive today. And I was like, how did I not see this video before I found the game and downloaded it? Because this is a YouTube channel that I watch pretty frequently. And this video is from over a year ago.
Okay,
And I had never seen it.
okay, same though, because like apparently Joel from Vinesauce played it as well, and I love Joel. I think I've been subscribed to Joel since
Mine was
2014.
I don't know how long I've been subscribed to this person, but it was Let's Game It Out, and he breaks games on purpose for fun. And
Well, that's not a hard game to break.
a lot of developers, huh?
That's not a hard game to break though.
Oh no, it's not. But he was like, I love this game so much. If you've ever seen me stream, you've probably seen me play it. And I was like, what? I've never heard you talk about this game before, Josh. What the fuck do you mean you love this game? Man, I gotta get some Dustbuster for my laptop so I'm not scared to use it anymore. And then I want to play The Long Drive again. That was so much fun.
It was fun. I don't know what I want to work on. I want to actually work on art, but I can't think of what to work on.
No work, only play.
Hi, Bobby. Hi.
I'm always playing with art and then it turns into work after I figure out that I like the idea I was playing with.
I've had an idea on the back burner for over a year now that I still haven't finished. But I have to do 3 more designs for it, and I'm like, I don't wanna. I gotta work more on my Digimon AU for Rabbids, but I don't wanna. Oh shit.
Eepee.
Not nearly as much as I was yesterday. I was falling asleep at my desk at work.
Ooh, gosh.
Oh man. Whoops.
Are you caramel dancing?
You know how it is.
I already did that, but I want to do it again.
Honestly, it's so fun.
I want. It's simple, it's nice. I want to figure out how, because, like, I think there's a way to put audio into Krita so that you can sync up animation, and I want to figure out how to do that.
Ooh,
And then I
best
want
of
to try
luck.
and actually, like, yeah. Because if I can figure out how to put audio into Krita, my meme creation potential will be great. It'll be grand. I can take any audio meme and animate it. Or I could just record myself saying things and then animate that. That'd be kind of cool.
You could also do that. I was gonna make an animatic to something that we were talking about on stream.
Which subject?
It was when we were talking about Killer Moth on the last stream. And there was that bit where I was like, he was kind of a loser, and you said, but he's got killer in the name. Something about that conversation was so funny to me.
That's like when people call their little dogs killer.
I have to have my base be this color, otherwise I can't draw over it. I need to actually listen to Caramel Dancin' while I do this. I also need to pick a character before I do this. Because I opened this up and I was like, yeah, I'll do this, and then I forgot that I need to choose a character.
You have to be to bed in an hour.
Oh, I can do this in an hour.
I was gonna say, he draws really fast.
True. I was thinking about that in terms of how long it takes, like, me to do this kind of thing.
I can get this done in an hour. I mean, you have to keep in mind that I did also, like, design and rig a like mini model in 2 hours, so.
True.
Let's see.
You would be a speedster.
Oh, I would be a speedster, and it would not make me go any faster at producing the ideas that I want to draw.
Speedster powers, but legs only.
Man, what would my superhero be? I don't even know.
I don't know. I think we've talked about this before, but I have no idea. Okay.
I feel like that's such a, like, a hard question. There's so many options.
Okay, but what do you
Claire, what would
want
your superpower be? I don't know.
Well, what would you want to be able to do that you can't currently? You want to lift things that are 100
I don't
times your
know.
weight? You know, like you want to punch through concrete? Go real fast? Fly? You want to fly?
I don't know.
Okay, but what do you
Flying
think
would be interesting.
what do you think is the coolest?
I don't know.
Open up the Power Wiki and just scroll until you find one that you like.
Ugh. Maybe another time. I'm playing my game.
Lear, what would
I'm
your
playing my
power
number
be?
game.
Am I allowed to say I'd just be my persona?
You're allowed to say that.
Cause like,
Power of become rat.
he's got what, interdimensional travel,
Rat.
pocket dimension, portals.
Are you making fun of the way I said rat?
No? I was actually thinking about this time
Um.
that I was playing Daggerfall, and like every time I observed the rat, it gave me a new pop-up that said, "You see a rat. You see a rat. You see a rat. You see a rat." Oh my goodness, it's
I
been...
guess I kind of gave him all the powers I'd want to have.
Plus being a rat.
I think time travel would be cool.
Maybe?
Time travel would be cool, but it'd be like scary.
Oh.
I'd have time travel and like mega anxiety.
Don't move
Be like,
chairs.
but if I time travel, I might never be able to come back to this reality again.
Then make it so that you can time travel, but only view the past, not interact with anything at all.
Oh, but I don't know. That's half the fun of time travel is accidentally fucking shit up and then having
No,
to
it's
fix
not
it.
fun. That's not fun.
Jay wants to be their own antagonist.
I just recently watched all 3 of the Back to the Future movies, and I was telling somebody about this. I think that the most interesting thing to me about the first and the third Back to the Future movies is that even though Marty McFly is our main character, he is not the main character of the story that is happening in any of those movies. Except the second one. Because in the first movie, he is trying to, like, orchestrate a romance between his parents. So, like, he's basically a side character that we're following throughout this. And then in the third movie, all of the action that's supposed to be happening plot-wise is between, like, Doc and the people around, and Marty's just kind of there. That is like my favorite thing about those movies is that even though he's the main character, he is not the main character.
Something weird just happened in my art program.
Ooh.
Okay, see this squiggle?
Mm-hmm.
So I just drew this, but when I hit undo, it moves my canvas with the squiggle still there and doesn't undo it until, like, after it moves the canvas. But the canvas was moved first. It was already moved when I drew the squiggle. I don't know why it, like, rearranged
That's
the
weird.
order of those actions.
Teleporting squiggle.
I decided I don't want to do the caramel dance right now. I will eventually, because I decided I want to do it with Bella, but...
You know what a good caramel dancing would be to
Hmm.
make? Every Bella form.
Ooh. They gotta switch between each other.
I was thinking side by side, but that could work too.
Who's... I just saw Joe's response. Tyler didn't want to go pick him up.
No pins or pens.
When I have
Why
the
would-
energy... Oh, sorry, Jay.
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, why would they? Like, I understand they have to know you live in Idaho, but like, why do they need your address if they're not gonna send him to you? They have your address. Just send it to him. Anyway, sorry.
It's all good.
I could see why he didn't want to go pick him up. That's stupid.
I was gonna say I want to make, like, fake idle animations. And maybe
Ooh.
battle animations. I want to animate those when I have the energy for it. Jay, I'm
That'd
not
be
sure how
cool.
you got told, but, like, me and Mom are sick as fuck right now.
No, nobody told me.
She went to urgent care today and hasn't worked, like, all week. I'm not, like,
shit.
terrible, but she's got, like, some sort of viral thing going on.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I've got like a bordering on an ear infection again, so
Uh-oh.
yay. Not bad yet, but
Scraping
feel you.
rocks out in the hall. What the fuck?
What? Sorry, that was
I thought
me.
you were accusing me for a second. I was like, what?
No, I heard a sound, like, I think it was from my hallway of someone, like, rolling a rock down the down the hallway.
Kids will be
Bowling.
kids.
My brother is 4 years younger than me.
It's okay. That's a kid.
Bowling.
We used to be on League, the like...
Oh shit. Nope.
What the I hate getting served a mashup that is, like... It gives you, like, psychic whiplash. Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards Planet Popstar mixed with KDA's Pop Stars.
That's a good one. That's funny.
It sounds pretty good. You want me to send you this one?
Sure.
I love my cursed mashups so much. Ooh, who are you drawing?
Uh. Give me about 2 seconds. Hmm.
Oh, it's he of the leathered face.
It is not.
It's Pig again! You hate this guy! Why are you drawing him all the time?
I think I said it earlier, he scratches like the itch for a certain type of slasher villain.
That's fair.
But the problem is that, like, I don't, like, there are very few instances in, like, anything DC related where I think he's used in an interesting way. I really did like Gotham, specifically. Gotham did, like, the way they handled him was awesome.
Eco-terrorism funny.
Well, he's not an eco-terrorist in that
No,
one.
Gotham was different.
Gotham's the he's
Oh, I was still thinking about the cartoon one.
The cartoon one I do also like, because I find that to be a very, very interesting way to portray him. But
In
like,
Gotham, didn't he kill cops and then leave pig masks on them?
yes, he was a cop killer who would place pig masks over his victims. And I find him intriguing in that because he is very, very adamant that he and Jim Gordon are, like, similar. And he keeps emphasizing to Jim, he's like, we're not different. We want the same thing. You just refuse to actually take action. And I'm like, oh, they're scratching an interesting itch here. Yeah, I do like him in that show. He's very good. I do not like the pig. Oh man. Joe really got me with that one. I know we talked about it before, but man. I think he should have long hair. He has long hair in the Batwoman show that he keeps up in a ponytail, but to be fair, in that one they change his interpretation to be that he was originally a chef at like a really prestigious place. He was like a really prestigious chef who was just fired for no reason by the CEO. And after he got fired, like, nowhere else would hire him for some reason. And it, like, was such a devastating blow to his, like, career that, like, nowhere else would hire him. His wife left him, took the kids, like, dude is down on his luck bad. And so he's like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna go kill people. And I'm like, oh my goodness, no!
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh?
I'm scribbling doodles, and watching speed draws might have had an effect.
Why do
I
you say-
barely remember what I watched, but my style has taken on some anime characteristics, and I'm not sure I'm happy with
Oop.
that.
Just gotta eraser tool that. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, I want to watch the second Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie again. I can't do it tonight. The man of the leathered face. It just got me. That's Bubba! I think it's very, very, very funny that, like, other movies in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series went on to give Leatherface, like, a real name. I think later movies give him the name, Jedediah. And fans fans across the board were like, nope, we are still calling him Bubba.
Twitter situation. They dead named him because the new one was lame.
Well, if we're going on a scale of coolness, Leatherface is up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's like a ranking system going on here. It's like like at the top you have fans who think like who think he's a cool slasher villain, calling him Leatherface. Just below that you have fans who want to kiss him, calling him Bubba. I need to draw.
Actually, speaking of like slasher villains, I guess, did you see Multiversus has a pretty unique like Jason design?
It does?
Yeah, I'll get a picture. Yeah, here's the one where he's next to the Joker. I have put him in the group chat.
I am looking. He's huge!
He is.
Oh my goodness. This literally feels like a meme I saw earlier of like, you know that scene from that one SpongeBob episode where you've got the huge dude and he's got like Patrick strapped to him?
Yeah.
I saw a meme of that had Jason as the huge dude with Michael Myers as like the small dude strapped to him. And it looked just like this. Oh my goodness.
Like, I think Multiversus is a dumb game, but translating like a real life person into a design like this is top tier.
It's so
I like
funny.
when they exaggerate features instead of just having it be a guy. Especially because he has a moveset to back it up. He's a grappler.
Oh, that rules.
And like his grabs include stuffing someone in a bag and then just yeeting it. Oh my gosh. We're getting ambushed on the stream.
The bug.
Yeah, bug. I love how you draw Ambush Bug. He's always so squishy looking.
As he should be. He's such a fun, cute character. I like him a lot. I really wish they would put him back in Superman stuff to be like a buddy of Superman. I also think he should be friends with Batmite and not like at odds with him.
Friends, but like the kind that tells you not to do dumb shit.
No, the opposite. They encourage each other.
Fair, I suppose.
You know what uh okay, I remember what I was gonna There's a post that I saw once, like, forever ago, that was like, why do artists always have such bad handwriting? Can't they just draw a new handwriting? And I think about that sometimes and I'm like, I've literally done that before. Like, at one point I was like, I gotta make my writing more legible, so I started writing in, like, typewriter font. But it took too much concentration, so I stopped doing it.
Calligraphy is an art all on its own.
True.
Figuring out like a font that you want to draw text in is like a real deal. I end up studying like how like how do I describe this? Like in college I found I don't like trying to copy like real fonts because it looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
And my own handwriting is kind of like dumb, but I slid back into it. But I've been studying every once in a while like how some of the bigger like not necessarily webcomic artists write their text. Because like people who write text like that are probably a good source for legibility if I can read what they write.
Uh-huh.
It is not working out though. After years and years of writing in my handwriting, the muscle memory just refuses to go away.
Yeah. That's how I feel. That's why I'm like, at this point, I don't care if I chicken scratch sometimes. It's just habit.
The way I see it, it's fine unless someone tells me that they can't read what I wrote.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, if I'm doing digital art, I will tend towards just using the text tool. But like if I'm writing like on paper, I try to make it legible. Like I try to make it legible for other people. But if I'm just writing for myself, like you should see some of my notebooks where I used to write fanfic by hand. Like
I'm still a little up in the air between like writing on my art or using the text tool, because like text tool is obviously easier, and you know it's going to be readable. But something about writing just like feels like a more personal touch.
mm-hmm. The instances where I tend towards writing instead of using the text tool is if I'm trying to like emphasize a certain way that like a character speaks or writes themselves. Like,
ooh, yeah.
Maybe you've seen those like that like OC chart that goes around that has like a bunch of like checkboxes that you're supposed to fill out for your OC. I at one point was doing those for my Digimon OCs, and like in it the parts where like the information had to be written down, I would have it written in different handwriting styles, as if they were the ones writing it.
That's pretty cool.
I have those. Nope, that's the wrong folder. The part of those charts that I I think I posted it at one point, but I thought it was particularly funny. Well, did I lose it? Well, I had like compiled a bunch of like clips from those specifically regarding like gender and funny answers that a Digimon might give for gender.
Sounds pretty cool.
Like here's a good example. Gender, maybe? The kids call me homophobe. Oh, there's a kitten in my chair. Hi, baby. You're almost a year old. You're not a kitten anymore.
Always a kitten.
She's always my baby. I don't know what else to draw. My ring light's bothering me. She is just a bigger baby now. Maybe I should just call the stream early so that I can try and get to bed earlier than normal.
Could be a smart idea.
I probably should do that. That way I can make sure that everything's taken care of before bed, too. I know I'm gonna talk for another 30 minutes, though. Like, even after I call it.
At least
totally
30
fine.
minutes.
At least. It is almost midnight. Thankfully, tomorrow is Friday, and I can sleep in Saturday. And I don't have work Monday!
Ooh, day off?
Oh yeah, 'cause it's Memorial Day.
Oh yeah.
My boss, at the last second today, like right before everybody was leaving, was like, oh, by the way, we don't come in on Monday. And I was like, I already knew that, but the fact that you almost didn't tell us until Friday? Dude. Come on, man. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it for the stream. Thank y'all for coming by. Thank y'all for stopping by. I had fun. I always have fun on my streams, but, you know, it was nice. It was nice being able to chat and listen to potion recipes and, rant a little bit about anime girl figurines. Did you see the one I sent, Jay?
I did. I did see it. I was closing a drawer when you sent it.
The one with the apron's cuter, yes or no?
Hang on, let me look at him again. Yes.
Thank you. I rest my case. Alright, good night, viewers. Good night,